Hey everybody, my name is Mark Tilton and I'm the owner of Bullet Break, and guess who dropped by? Sensei. Out of nowhere, sent by that shapeshifter, Slappy. He snuck up on me at Southern Honda. But anyway, Sensei wanted to come by and get a little first-hand feel on what goes on at Bullet Break, and it's just out of my house, guys. We're not a big place, but we've, with the help of the Gold Wing community, have really put a little, we got a lot more interest, we got a lot more exposure.
That's right.
Help of YouTube, and the guys have been awesome. And it's really helped because I use this business for my daughter, for travel soccer, and that's what matters to me. So if you ever want to root for an American out of the garage company that is just tooth and nail, grassroots, come out of nowhere, this is, I hope you can root for us.
So I've been hearing about the Bullet Break from Slappy. Slappy, yo, you gotta go check my guy, Mark. This Bullet Break thing is amazing. And he's been actually, for the past almost 2 months,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And what happened, my wife, so go back a little, I told Slappy, I'm gonna call Mark when I finish all this running around.
Right.
Come to find out, my wife's tried the brake. The lever is not working now. So
Is that the one that cable snapped?
Yes. So
Yeah.
no, the cable didn't snap.
Oh, okay.
But we got to get the adjustment on it, right?
Oh, right.
So I said, you know what? I'm reaching out. And I checked out the videos, and bro, this thing is legit. What is it that empowered the Bullet Break?
So there was a guy that invented it, right? And he brought the idea to me. And I said, I haven't been a motorcycle guy. I've certainly got more into it in the last 6 years. I mean, we started in March of 2019, but we're just small. We don't have some big advertising budget and things like that. So we're more grassroots and just treating people right so they can tell their friends. And that's this is starting to be a little bit of the culmination of that. But he invented it, and I said, well, that's really a neat idea, because the bolts outside of Harley-Davidson are pretty standardized globally.
Yeah.
It comes down to two, covers about 93% of bikes made. So those two models we focus on, which are BB01 and BB05, but he had this idea. I brought it to market, got the website, which is also being reworked, because that's our initial website, just to get things up and running, and it's time to change that now. But we brought it up to market, got a machinist, went through all kinds of testing, all kinds of dynamics. I won't get into all that and bore your entire audience too bad, but anyway, the culmination of that is, when you're one-to-one, there's a lot of things that can go wrong, and we've found basically every way not to do things right. And my business partner in Arizona that I brought in was a former customer that I trust and have been talking to for well over 5 years. His name's Ron Russell.
Okay.
But we shoot the stuff, right? And we get her down. And we have moved through all the things that we've had to change through customer service and those kind of things. We hand out our business cards with our cell phones on there because we never want to be unreachable. We like more the family concept, and I'm not trying to preach.
That's right.
That's just how we do it. People call me on my cell phone, and that's great. You know why? Because they care.
Right.
And you know what? You take care of people, they take care of you. I think the customer service experience has really gone downhill, and that is something my business partner and I believe could really go the right way with just a little bit of time. So that's actually our main thing. We hate liars, thieves, and cheats.
Me too.
And we just focus on making people happy no matter what it takes.
Come on, baby, let's go.
We don't have a motto, but that's what we got, man. That's what I try and do.
So I know right now you guys got the Bullet Brakes for the Gold Wings and Harleys, right?
Yeah.
What about like other bikes? Are you guys planning on doing like Indians?
All of them. I have done them.
Really?
Yeah, it's just a matter of not having the advertising out there, right? We fit BMWs.
Come on, let's rock that.
Yeah, I fit BMWs. I fit everything you can think of, man. Name the big four all use the same bolt. This bolt right here, little BB05 action. The big four BMWs use BB01s. You'd find outside of Harley-Davidson, they're all standardized on one of two bolts. Janus, Brembo brakes use BB01s.
Wow.
It's just thread pitch and diameter,
awesome.
and that's how we've been able to standardize and take advantage with the Bullet Brake.
Yeah, because that's what I want people to learn. It's kind of like, on my channel we got people that's riding bikes all over the world.
Right.
Different type of bikes, right?
Yeah.
So they will see a video with a Goldwing or a video with a Harley, but they're probably riding a Triumph, or they're probably having an Indian, or they might have a Victory or BMW or whatever, right?
Yes.
And they don't know that they could fit that. So that's a good thing.
And I appreciate you saying that, because it's awesome to have people, you know, the Goldwing community has been incredible. And, you know, for my business to expand, it's important to know, because I don't have much advertising, and the Goldwing crew has taken a real like and shine to it, which I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. It's important to note that I fit everything. I've honestly shipped to almost every country, so including Ukraine during the war.
Really?
Yeah.
So even guys like, I have an adventure bike, the Africa Twin. Guys that's on the hills and in the back roads in the country, they could use the bullet brake as that extra, because, you know, them bikes go rolling down.
I've actually, they usually put it on the left side on the back brake. The guys all over the UK and Australia are the main riders that I get for Africa Twin, and I've probably sold 100 Africa Twins.
Wow.
So it's amazing. I've got dealers. I've got dealers in Europe, and I've got dealers in Australia. I've got dealers in the US, and that keeps increasing weekly, which is a nice thing, right? But at the same time, it's you got to scale with it.
Yeah.
A little bit. I told you, Sensei, and I'm glad your timing was what it was, because he left 5 minutes before. I was training the guy for the first time ever for bullet brake to assemble them. I've done them all, and my business partner Ron has done them all. So that's just, you got to have a lot of trust there. I mean, it's important to make sure a parking brake is right.
That's right.
And I always tell the guys to test them, and I also tell them to make sure you read the instructions and you know, give it a good test before you leave her on a hill. You know?
Now there are people, right, where people would say, I don't need that.
Nope.
I already got brakes. That's just another gimmicky blah 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 blah.
Right.
You have seen things.
I've seen things.
I've seen things.
We've saved a life. I do have a video of that, but I'm not going to share that one. The guy thanked us for saving his life, because he was on a hill. His bike was coming down on top of him, and he couldn't get up. And every time he got up, the bike was rolling back, and he set the bullet brake, and it stopped it from falling on him, so he could actually stand up. And it was a pretty steep incline on rocks. I don't know what he was doing there. That's not really my business.
Right.
But, you know, on a more fun note, I do have people sending in Apple Watch shots of how fast they do the install. So I'm probably going to start like a Top Gear kind of track thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's a good
I'm
one.
being sarcastic. I started like a Top Gear thing, like who's number one on the board right now? Oh, we got out of Australia. We got, you know what?
And do it right.
Do it right. Yeah, man. So to answer your question, sure, it makes sense for an electric bike. It makes sense for a DCT, right? You have a parking brake, but you have a parking brake that are on the Hondas, and that's not an insult to Honda. It's just the way it is. It's easy to drive off, or things just wear over time with a mechanical brake.
Yeah.
That you can, when you lock on the back wheel, you have the engine power to drive off and not know it. When you lock the front wheel, you don't, just because that's physics.
Yeah.
So if nothing else, you know, it's a reminder to let go of your parking brake. Now for the geared guys, for those guys, right, you want to use your center stand on your Goldwing, or maybe you're on a kickstand on another sort of motorcycle and things like that. What if somebody hits you and you have a little kickstand? Well, what if somebody hits your back tire and knocks you off? Your gears aren't going to help you.
Yeah.
The only thing touching the ground on your center stand is your front wheel.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't locking that make it so that your center stand doesn't fall over? At a minimum, okay? Whether you want your hands free when you're riding into a meet, because you're tired of holding the clutch, you're tired of braking if you're in neutral, so you can rest your hands. Well, why not rest them all? This thing sets in less than a second. If you're on any kind of hill, she'll hold for you. You pop her back in there, and it's done. I will qualify that statement by saying that my business partner has been working with the manufacturers and things like that for 40 plus years, and he is the one that has the mechanical knowledge. He also sees no problem with that. So I trust him implicitly, and we've also talked to several other mechanics inside manufacturers and out that don't see a problem with it. So that would be a manufacturer of brakes. So yeah, it doesn't, I mean, unless holding a caliper on a brake pad is a bad thing somehow. And, you know, for maybe extended periods of time, it could be. I don't know. But, and when I say extended, I'm talking maybe 9 months to a year or more. Maybe I don't see the problem with holding the calipers on the brake pad that they're designed to do. But I could be proven wrong, because I know you have a big audience. There's a lot of people out there that know way more than I do.
Yeah.
And I welcome all comments. I welcome all criticisms, because it makes us all better at the end of the day.
That's right.
So absolutely zero problem with that. So first interview I've done. Sensei, I really appreciate you dropping by, man.
Yes,
I mean,
sir. Man, it's
I'm not ending the interview. I'm saying thanks for doing it.
Come on.
It feels
to the camera.
thanks. It feels good to talk to people, man.
Yeah, man.
Talk about it. What we're doing. I mean, what we're doing is making things efficient and better. So, and we're always going to be here. We're just good salt of the earth folk that try and do things right.
I love that.
Treat people how you want to be treated, and
right.
those kind of things. So,
That's right.
if anybody experiences anything different than that with bullet brake, then there's a major problem. All right, Sensei. So when I'm testing anything new, which we don't change things a lot, but I brought this to Southern Honda for the Glizzy's event, the 50th anniversary, and people kind of took a shine to it a little bit. They liked the fact that you can see the gauge here, and this is just a test bench. It fits a BB01 master cylinder. It's nothing special. But what's neat is it shows how much pressure you're putting on. Like, here we go, we're about 1200, and that's a super firm squeeze. But let's say we set it around 550. We're just gonna set that bullet brake like that and let her go. Wow. And she just holds. That just shows me things are working as designed, right? I mean, science. So, yeah, if I'm testing seals or I'm testing a new bullet brake, like a new manufacturer, we're getting a new machinist and things like that. So things are changing, things are beefing up a little bit. And, you know, it's all about consistency, so the user's experience is, you know, as good as it can be.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so that shows. But a lot of people have been surprised by, I had a couple guys that were setting their brakes too soft, but this gave them a feel on what kind of pressure they're putting in by the feel.
Wow.
And, you know, then I got them to squeeze a little harder and go, and they're good.
So you basically you squeeze.
Yeah.
And to release,
for those, yes, I'm sorry. For those that don't know, you squeeze the brake in at, you know, firmly, but not crazy. Push that in while holding the brake. You're going to feel some resistance. Let that go. Let that go.
And that's it.
That's it. So to do it the fast way,
wow,
that's how fast you can do that. And disengaging the bullet brake is 2 pounds of pressure on there. So that's what releases it. That's why, you know, if you want to go little hands-free, she's easy to operate like that, you know.
Wow.
You know, I know a lot of people are sitting in traffic for events and things like that. Whatever, you know, whatever fits your fancy.
That's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
That is amazing. And when it comes to like being basically a one-man shop,
yeah,
and getting ready to expand, right? That's got to be a scary feeling.
You know, my business partner, who I trust very much, and I know I've said that several times, because he's done things in business. He told me the other day that the number one thing that stops people from succeeding is fear of failure.
Yes.
And I didn't realize that. Now, that doesn't make me special. It's just I hadn't thought about it. So I'm not going to fear that. You know what I mean? I'm going to try and embrace that, because everything I do for my daughter. And I like to treat people well. So, you know, if you treat people well, they tend to treat you well too.
That's true.
And those are the people you want around you. So if you go with that philosophy, why be afraid to fail? You know what? If you're always in touch, you can call me and say, hey, why isn't this here? What's happening here? Well, let's figure that out together. Let's get her done. So that's what we do.
All right, guys, listen. Y'all done heard it from Mark. Y'all heard what's going on. The bullet brake is the truth. Big shout out to my man Slappy Adventures for being crazy. Googly moogly.
That guy's
crazy. He's crazy. This dude is genuine. I'm at the house. I popped up at the crib. He's sharing the information. He's giving you guys the first time ever interview of bullet brake. And I'm happy to say I was the first one to get it.
You did. Slappy did try and sneak up on me while I was installing things.
Slappy.
That doesn't count, Slappy.
Slappy, I beat you, bro. Yo, you guys go check out bulletbreak.com and order your bullet brakes. Trust me, it's not gonna break the bank. All right, if you could invest $800 in foot pegs or $500,000 in a motorcycle, you need to be able to invest. What is 119?
Yeah, but here's something you don't even know. I've got a discount code, Sensei15, to take 15% off your order. So that's how I've been taking care of the guys that have been taking care and getting the word out for us.
I feel special. So use the code Sensei15, SENSEI15, baby, and we out of here. Look at that right there. See that right there? That's better than the S on your chest. Let's go.